Hey all, it's Elisa with AK Educational Consulting, and I am here today to wrap up our very first monthly social emotional learning theme for January of goal setting. So for this last video of the month, I want to just leave you with a few tips for moving forward through the rest of this year and beyond with your goals. So a couple of things to just remember as you are goal setting, as you're working toward your goals. First of all, break them down into smaller pieces. Make sure that you have manageable, smaller chunks that you can work on. And as you reach those milestones, make sure you celebrate those small wins. That is really, really important to keep your momentum going throughout the weeks, months, years, however long it takes you to achieve your goal. Also, be consistent. Remember that hard things, these big dreams and goals that we have, um, they're dreams and goals for a reason. They're not meant to be easy. So stay at it, stay consistent. You'll get there eventually. Make things a little bit easier on yourself by ensuring that you're organized, whatever that looks like, whether that's breaking things down into pieces and putting it in your calendar or your planner like I do. Make sure you have some sort of organizational system so you know where you're headed, what you need to do each day, or whatever that looks like for you. Visualize your success. We spent a whole video talking about this. Think through what it really will feel like and sound like and look like when you reach that big goal that you have. And lastly, set up some sort of accountability system, whether that's with a friend or your partner, your significant other, a family member. Hold yourself accountable in some way for each of those small chunks that you're going to plan. Hold yourself accountable for the small steps that you're taking incrementally to get to where you want to be. So I hope this month has been beneficial to you, whether you are the one setting goals, whether you're working with your kids to set goals, maybe you are working with students at school. I'd love to hear from you in terms of what you've done. And to kind of wrap things up, I want to share a couple of goals that we have in our house for this year, for 2024. So one of my kiddos, his goal is to learn to snowboard this year. So he learned to ski a couple of years ago, and now he wants to move on to snowboarding. My youngest, his goal, following in his brother's footsteps, and I know it's a little hard to read because he doesn't write quite as boldly. It says, learn to ski. So he's following in his big brother's footsteps. He wants to learn to ski this year. And my goal, one of my kids hasn't finished hers yet, so that's why there's only two. My goal for the year is to finally finish and self-publish my book on trauma-informed practices. That is my goal. So I will be sharing throughout the course of this year some different ways that I am breaking that down into more manageable chunks and holding myself accountable. And obviously, I will be sharing once we get a little bit closer, and that is a little bit closer to becoming a reality. So stick with your goals. I know that you all have big dreams for this year and beyond. I know that you can reach those goals. I can't wait to hear from you as to what those are and hear from you when you succeed. Um, Thanks for sticking with me this January, and very, very soon I will be sharing our February theme. So be sure that you meet me right back here next time.